Hi, and welcome to College Unplanned. Oh, what is this? College Planning
College on planning.
Untangled, where we help families that are planning for college and thinking about careers figure out their next steps. I'm Kristin Clark. I'm a career exploration coach for 16 to 26-year-olds, and I'm here with Bobby Hood, our ACT and SAT guru. Bobby, how's life treating you this month?
Just great. Yeah, like students are, getting near the end of their semester. They're freaking out about taking their SATs and ACTs. There's an ACT this Saturday, so everybody's tutoring, and then
Are seniors still taking SATs and ACTs?
no, seniors are done. They're just wrapping up the school year and waiting to pick their colleges. Hopefully, they've got their acceptances in, but it's a weird year for that. Like, they're some of them are still trying to make their decisions, and and then now it'll be time to pick pay for housing and all that stuff, right?
Right. Now, why do you say it's a weird year?
Just like because some schools like had wait lists and longer than usual, and wait list answers were coming out really late for I think University of Texas and some other places, and so some students just didn't know until later.
Got it. All right. Well, and today what I wanted to talk about is I'm starting to get phone calls from parents
Mm,
of seniors that are starting to have a little panic attacks
right.
and spinning because the reality's setting in, Bobby. It's
Mhm.
like it's becoming real, right? That they're graduating and then ultimately they can see that they're going to be moving away. So it's
Right.
kind of that time. And the phone calls I get are from people that their kids have all this anxiety about picking a major. And I'll give you one story
Yeah.
of a recent client. She declared a business major,
Hmm.
started looking at all the classwork and wanted no part of any of it. She's like,
Wow.
none of this looks interesting to me at all. So she was having that freak out moment like, I picked something. And in this case, and I see this a lot, she picked it because she had to pick something.
Yeah.
You know,
Right. I mean,
it
it's
was just
just
kind of
easy to
like,
say, well, business, sure.
I'll pick business. Yeah. And I get these types of calls a lot this time of year. So I think, helping parents through this and understanding why this is happening is important.
Absolutely. I mean, I remember when we were in college, like being surprised at how I kind of did the same thing. I was like, I don't know, English, I don't know, physics, I don't know, I just picked majors that matched classes I liked in high school, right? And then I
Mhm.
was like, oh, I hate physics. It's like, oh, well, I like English, I'll try that. And then my dad said, oh, maybe business. I did that and ended up with a degree in accounting, and I didn't find that interesting at all. And I remember being very fascinated that there were other people who came in freshman year and they're like, I'm in fashion merchandising. I'm like, what is that? I didn't know that's a major, right? And
Right?
and they did the same thing. They're just like, well, that sounds fun to me. I'm interested in clothes, right? And and then I remember going and looking through the list of majors, going, oh my gosh, there are so many, right? And I mean, to some extent, students need to just go look at that, but they also need to know like what their strengths are and what they would actually be interested in, right?
Yeah, but you're bringing up a good point. You said something key in there. Your dad's like, "Well, why don't you try?" And you're like, "Okay."
Right.
And I see that happening all the time. And I get
Totally.
it. Parents have made awesome decisions for kids up until this
Sure.
point, right? So
Yeah.
the teens are running into this roadblock where they're going, "I have to choose this."
Hmm.
And instead of, going in and really being thoughtful about what they're choosing, they're like, well, mom and dad said that I should do this. And I
Right.
get it. It's confusing. There's a lot. There's a lot to think about, but you have to have the conversations. You got to
Absolutely.
get these kids thinking about it now because Bobby, the I applaud the fact that some kids are having this anxiety attack now
Yeah.
because they're
Right.
thinking about it, right?
Right. Yeah. Better
There's
than next December.
Or, yeah, they get off to school, they experience all these changes. I'm new on campus, I'm living in a dorm, I'm eating food I'm not used to eating,
Right.
all these changes. And then they have the panic attack on top of that with, what in the heck am I doing here?
Right.
So,
Or you spend a semester taking classes from the wrong major, and then suddenly now you're a semester behind on what you wanted to do. And it can, and then that's how you lead into 5 or 6 years of school, right?
Yeah. And it's like, you have the freak out now. I would much rather have them have
Yep.
this now while you've got eyeballs on them and you can help them take action.
Absolutely. And it really is simple. I mean, investigating your strengths, investigating what you're going to be good at is very easy to do. And that's what my students have worked with you and figured that out. It has helped them so much to just hit the ground running in college and be confident in what they want to do.
Absolutely. So, guys, it's as simple as this. Start having those conversations with your teen right now that's heading off to
Yep.
college so that they can have their moment, get this under control, and feel really comfortable and confident when they head off to college that they're moving in the right direction.
Yep, absolutely. And that's it. And
And
so, I
that's
mean, yeah.
that's what I
And
got, Bobby.
well, and that's the thing. And I think students, they can work with you one-on-one. They could do it right now during the school year. They could do it if they're spinning out right now. They can sign up right now. And then, of course, in the summer, that's when you do like group classes and like, you could do it more intensively. But there's really no reason to start it right now, because especially if those college seniors or the high school seniors, they're done with everything they need to do. All they have to do is finish out their classes, plan for prom, stuff like that, graduation, right? They could certainly start thinking about it right now, and it would be a big benefit if they did. And it can really help them start thinking about college and getting serious about it, rather than just sitting there kind of wondering, well, I don't know what I'm going to do when I get there in the fall, right?
Yes, and this ramps, too, what happens is they go into what I call the spin, which
Yep.
all of a sudden they get caught up in their thoughts and they can't get out of them. And it just, you're going to start seeing, parents are going to start seeing as time goes by and as they get closer to college, they get crankier and a little spiteful and, snipping and all this stuff because they're scared.
Yeah.
They're scared.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, it's best to take a look at it now, and there you go.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
All right.
Cool. We will see you next week.
All righty. Have a good